This video is kindly being sponsored by Equity Sim. Hit the link in the video description below to trade with $0 and be in with a chance of winning a trading internship with a top investment bank. Hey, before we start, I just wanted to mention that many of you who watch these videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. If you want to help the channel out, do consider hitting the subscribe button so I know that there's demand for my content. Thank you. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the pros and cons of working on the trading floor of an investment bank. We'll touch on things like the work-life balance, the career exit opportunities, the pressurized working environment, the learning curve, the access to the financial markets, and many other factors. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's start with the pros. It goes without saying that working in sales and trading puts you in a strong financial position compared to that of your counterparts in other industries or your peers that you graduate with. As a graduate earning anywhere between £45,000 and £55,000 plus a big bonus which can go anywhere up to 60% of your base salary, you're going to be a graduate earning more than the average graduate salary. To put this into context, the median average UK salary for a graduate is £28,000. If you stay in the world of sales and trading, naturally, as you climb the rungs of the corporate ladder, you can expect your salary to keep going up and up and up. An individual in this industry with 10 plus years of work experience can easily make £300,000, £400,000, £500,000, and the most successful are easily millionaires. So that's the first pro, obviously, the financial outcome of working in this industry. The next pro we're going to talk about is the fast-paced, energetic, intense, and markets-focused nature of the work in this industry. Sales and trading careers are truly great careers for those who are extremely interested and passionate about the inner workings of financial markets and those who want unrivaled access to financial markets. Sales and trading careers will give you that. If you thrive in pressurized environments with a daily level of intensity that's higher than most other careers, then the trading floor could be somewhere for you. The next pro is all about learning. When you work in sales and trading, you will be embraced by a very, very steep learning curve. Now, for many, a steep learning curve can be seen as a con or a negative, but for the ambitious, passionate, and driven, this is everything that you need in order to be a strong candidate to get to the next level in your sales and trading career. The steep learning curve that comes with a career on the trading floor will equip you for a lot more in the world of work. This means that you're going to develop lots of transferable skills that will help you develop as an attractive employee or applicant when you're applying to different roles in other industries. These key competencies can be things like interpersonal skills, attention to detail, analytical skills, developing a thick skin, so on and so forth. The last pro that we're going to discuss today is that starting in sales and trading is a surefire way to increase your chances of breaking into a hedge fund later on in your career. The reason for this is pretty simple. The nature of the work, the culture, the environment, all these things are very similar on a trading floor compared to a hedge fund. You're doing a lot of similar type of work. You naturally fit in compared to someone that might want to move into a hedge fund from, say, consulting or private banking. Since we're talking about all things sales and trading, I think it's time to introduce today's video sponsor, Equity Sim. Now, the founder of Equity Sim is actually a good friend of mine. And essentially what the platform allows you to do is trade with $0. And if your trades perform well, you can secure a trading internship with Credit Suisse. Equity Sim's trading platform allows you to test your investment strategies without risking real money. They partner with employers like Credit Suisse to hire those with the best ideas and trading performance. Best of all, since you're not trading with real money, you literally have nothing to lose. Here's what placing a trade looks like. It's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. You can select stocks based on a number of filters including industry, country or region, market cap, and many more company-specific filters. Once you've selected your filtering options, you can then select a company from all of the available options below, see its historical performance, insert the number of shares you'd like to purchase, and then hit buy. You can then give your rationale for your trade and then you'll see it appear in your portfolio. Equity Sim gives you access to your portfolio, recent activity, previous trades, and a global leaderboard for you to compete with. It goes without saying, if you're interested in a career in sales and trading, you should definitely hit up Equity Sim's platform. Sign up so you can level up your skills and maybe even win a trading internship at a top investment bank. To sign up and for more details, hit the link in the video description below. And with that, let's get back to the video. We've touched on the pros of working in sales and trading, but before we go on to the cons or the negatives, I want to touch on two neutral points which I think are quite important for you to be aware of if you're considering a career in sales and trading. Firstly, sales and trading careers are highly technical and markets focused. Now, this is a neutral point depending on your stance. The reason why I say this is as follows. It means that the barriers to entry to break in is very difficult. The people you're competing with are highly knowledgeable in markets, or they have a good firm understanding of what's going on in the markets. So if you're a uni student or a graduate and you're just applying, randomly, chances are you won't get in. You need to know your stuff. So barriers to entry into this field are quite high, and so it can be quite tough to break in. However, on the flip side, once you do break in, you get unrivaled access to markets and your knowledge will deepen more than anywhere else at an investment bank in terms of financial markets and the inner workings of what goes on in a trading floor. And so once you're in, it's great, but it is tough to break in. Now, the second point is around the hours. So although sales and trading hours aren't like investment banking division, where you're working 80 to 100 plus hours a week, sales and trading hours are not a 9 to 5. It's not, go in 9 o'clock, leave the office at 5 p.m. Typically in your first few years, you're going to be doing 60 to 80 hours a week. So it's not short hours, it's not extremely long, but that's something to be aware of. Now, you can see that as a pro or a con, depending on how you look at it, but it's something to be aware of. Okay, so now let's touch on some of the downsides of working in sales and trading. The high pressure and stressful working environment alluded to earlier mean that this type of career is not for the faint-hearted. If you want to last in this career, you need to have thick skin, i.e. you need to be able to take shit from other people. Why? Because in this career, you're going to come across a lot of arrogant, loud, bold, direct individuals, and it's just a part and parcel of the culture of working on a trading floor. The culture of the trading floor, which brings me on to my next point, is one that stands out compared to most other divisions at an investment bank. And the reason for that is it's heavily male dominated. This is very important if you're interested in going into this career and if you're a female, for example, because it might be a culture shock to you when you enter the trading floor and realize when you look around, there aren't many people that look like you. Sales and trading has historically and to this day is very male dominated. And, that could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, it depends on how you look at it, but there is definitely room for diversity. One thing that a lot of banks are doing is trying to focus on diversity throughout their divisions. So, that's good to know, but even to this day, you're rarely going to find a trading floor where there are more females than male employees. Next up, we've got early mornings. Working in sales and trading means your life revolves around the market that you operate around. So you need to be in the office early mornings. Why early mornings? Because you need to be in the office before the relevant market or the market that is relevant to you opens. Because before the market opens, you need to do your preparation for the day ahead. And so sales and trading careers typically require you to be in the office before markets open to prepare for the market open. And so naturally, you're going to be doing a lot more earlier mornings than most of your fellow colleagues at the investment bank. Let's say whether it's in operations or asset management, investment banking, these individuals will get in a bit later. For you, sales and trading, you might be expected to get in at 6 a.m, 7 a.m, whereas others might be expected to get in 8 a.m, 9 a.m. So keep that in mind. If you're not a morning person and you want to work in sales and trading, you're going to have to make yourself become a morning person. Second to last con is that although sales and trading careers can help you break into hedge funds easier than other industries, if you work in sales and trading, you do kind of pigeonhole yourself. The exit opportunities that you do kind of have are very niche. Let's use an example. Let's say you are a commodities trader and you've been doing that for 5 or so years, and you realize, you know what, I want to leave this part of the business and I want to go work for a hedge fund. Because you're a specialist in commodities trading, chances are you will easily be, looked at or considered for a hedge fund that trades commodities. But all the other hedge funds that trade different strategies aren't going to look at you because you're a niche, pigeonholed individual in the world of commodities. That's why it's always good to explore your career opportunities as you go throughout your career. You don't want to just suddenly look at your exit opportunities when you've pigeonholed yourself and it's too late because you're so skilled in one very niche area that it's not applicable to other industries or other roles. So always keep that in mind. Last but not least, sales and trading careers come with relatively low career safety. Let's say there's a financial crisis or the bank that you work for needs to fire a number of employees. Let's say your trading desk isn't performing. It is not rare for a whole desk to be wiped out, or a whole group of employees to be wiped out and fired. This is the risk that comes with the high paying job. As with all things, risks do come with high reward. That's why you get a nice compensation package, bonus and benefits. But that is one of the big risks of a career in sales and trading. It's very risky. Your career isn't as safe as you might want it to be. So that's something to be aware of. I'd love to find out a bit more about you and your career interests. So let me know down below in the comments where you are in your career journey and what type of careers that you want to apply to or go and pursue. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Let me know what videos you want me to make next, and for more on sales and trading, check out some of these videos. Peace.